Hello, welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. I'm Dana Cowley, and today we're interviewing guests in our Kennewick studio. My guest today is Arthur Baranovskaiy. He's a WSU student who's just come out of the STEM high school. And Arthur, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
What are you studying at WSU?
I am studying electrical engineering, and I'm planning to go more into the field of large-scale power grids.
So how did you pick that career, and then how did attending a STEM high school prepare you for that?
Well, since I was a child, I was always interested in how things work mechanically and electrically, but I never thought that I would be an engineer. And I went to Delta High School by the guidance of my parents, and it kind of started the concept of engineering for me. And then senior year, I got an internship at Meyer Architecture and Engineering. And this was a truly eye-opening experience because I was exposed to many different disciplines of engineering. And after a 3-trimester stay, I got to, decide that I want to do electrical engineering. And in the fall of 2015, I enrolled at WSU Tricities, and now I'm studying towards electrical engineering.
That's outstanding. Well, I wish you the best with that. Now, you touched on something that we have a little funny story in my household about, that your parents guided you to STEM.
Yes.
When STEM was starting up here in the Tri-Cities, my kids, my 2 daughters, were in elementary school, and I took them to the fundraisers. I took them to a big event to kick this off. I wanted my elementary school daughters to go to this awesome math and science high school. And ever since then, they have been telling me, no, Mom, no, I am not going to the Math and Science High School, and they are happily doing very well at Kamiakin, which is a great school, and I'm very happy with it. But I am not the only parent that hears this, right?
No.
How did that go for you?
Well, my older sister, Julia, she went to Delta for its very first opening year, and she loved it. She was absolutely in love with it. And me, personally, I wanted to go to Kamiakin as well. My parents felt that to reach my full potential, they would rather I go to a STEM school. And it being a lottery, if I was lucky enough to be picked, they said it was an honor to go to such a school. So then I attended, and the first year naturally...
And you listened.
Yes. Well, I didn't really have a choice. The first year was a little bit rocky naturally, but then things kind of picked up, and I graduated in very good standing with good relationships in the community.
Well, it is a difficult decision in those tender middle school years to make a decision to not go with the majority of kids into your normal high school path.
Definitely.
But once you made the move over to STEM, what was that like for you socially?
Well, we had a graduating class of 59 students, and that is, by normal standards, that is a tiny class. And we were like a family. We were all brothers and sisters. We were best friends, and it was a very, very unique experience. We always had one-on-one time with teachers, with each other, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else.
How is the curriculum different than, say, a normal high school that's a public high school or a private high school?
Not attending ever a public high school, I can't say for sure. But at Delta, for example, we had a very strong emphasis on a hands-on approach. For example, instead of being taught the Pythagorean theorem, we went outside with surveyors and measured out triangles and studied the Pythagorean theorem that way. Instead of being taught how a light bulb works or a car works, we spent freshman year shop class building cars, robots, light bulbs, and it's a very project-based, hands-on approach. And I think that for younger students, this is much more valuable than reading from a textbook.
Well, especially for somebody who liked doing that as a child for play anyway. It takes something from kind of maybe being such a very grinding study force into something that's more of your natural play anyway.
Yes, and of course, engineering and science and technology isn't for everybody, and we have students leaving because some people want to go into journalism, and Delta has a more STEM focus. But for students who are planning to be engineers, planning to be scientists, biologists, then Delta is the ideal school.
Well, Arthur, thank you. We wish the best of luck to you with your education. It's a pleasure, and thank you for watching. I'm Dana Cowley, and this is Charter Local Edition Northwest.